Hey guys, it's Target Connection with another game of Diablo 2 Resurrected. That fine specimen that you see in front of you is a Warlock. And I'm just having the best time. I can't believe this is real life. I worked today, that doesn't matter. All that matters is that now we're here in Loot Ghislaine, where we belong. Summon our goat man up, because that's a thing. Alright, so we need to get the head for the Heraldric Staff. So that is what we're going to do. We do have the Lost City waypoint already, which is obvious, of course, because we are in the darkness. But for anyone that's not familiar, it's not so dark in the desert, and then you walk to a specific zone and everything gets dark, and then, you know, through the elements of gameplay that you go through, you illuminate the eventual solution to this problem. For all that I normally hate games where you can't see, in Diablo it's just, you know, like a part of it. You know, I don't hate every game that you can't see. I hate every game you can't see. It's not Diablo. But there's also, you know, one button mini map pressing that lets you see very clearly, orientation-wise, what's going on, even if, you know, what's going on the screen is sort of impenetrable. I have this on the old BattleNet rather than Steam, because of course I had the base game there, but when I logged on to Steam, they tried to get me to buy it. So I was like, aha! Finally, a game that I don't need to buy there. No, and also, you know, because, oh no, not the Goatman. Alright, we are out of stamina. I think we're just gonna... Fuzzle is cursed, but that is over. Fuzzle is the name of our, you know, loyal and awesome Act 2 mercenary. It didn't have to be that. We picked him largely for the name. And we got a little bit of Life Leech and Mana Leech recently. Not a lot of it, right? It was... No, it's just Life Replenish. Yeah, Life Leech should be on gloves typically, of course. The Mana Leech was on the Gore Fleet. We did get to that. I was like, I thought I had Mana Leech. I do, but, you know, we've got to do a lot of damage to get some of that. Alright, we should continue on in this direction, looking for the entrance. Normally the cave can be like mega annoying. It just depends on what kind of character you are. We're, you know, not tanky, but we'll, you know, we'll have to pretend to be. Our Fire Nova has knockback, which is just like super fair. I can't believe they don't let everybody have that. It's actually crazy, but you know, I was here before the nerf, okay? I wish we could have all of the demons at one time. They probably figured that was too strong or whatever. Maybe there'll be an item eventually where I can. Like a unique unique one that lets you do it or something, or a set. I would do anything for that. That's all I want now. I don't know, and I'm not going to look it up. Look, sometimes in a game I believe in looking at the patch notes, and sometimes I don't. That guy's name is Beetlejuice. No, it's Beetleburst. Brandestock. Brandestock is too much dex for me or the guy to use. He'll get 49 dex, but like after a while, right? Like right now. Oh, never mind. He could use it right now. Well, okay, fine. I'll pick it back up. Shows what I know.
Stay a while and listen.
I mean,
I'll put that to good use.
yeah, I mean, clearly better. It's not dramatically better, but it is clearly better. I think we just bought that scythe anyway to be the proof of concept, if memory serves. And here, the most wonderful thing in the world. My stacks of runes. It's beautiful. I haven't gone to my other characters and like thrown everything into the stash yet. Not least because I don't want to, you know, like, the point of this character is not to use my boundless wealth. It's bounded. I'm not the most rich dude in Diablo 2. I'm not even close. I just have some incredibly good stuff. Look, there's levels to everything, right? But we're trying to run this straight, which is a thing that I do all the time, even though I might have, you know, great wealth or whatever. Alright, a burning flame wave sort of sounds like the druid ability. Second chord, blade warp. Did I hit level 12 or something? 18. 18 already. Wow, yeah. You know, doing all the optional stuff is there. Alright, so we have to see this defiler thing. We're never teleporting the thing, but we'll try to boil the blood. We'll try to use that. I wanna, you know, you gotta try to use different stuff. Oh, that thing, of course. Well, I don't know how well it's gonna do, but we're definitely gonna try. I think the Goatman's going to be the pick for me from these, just based on behavior, because I'm going to want, you know, a summon that gets in there and smashes. You know, because they need to make me safer when I hit things with my axe. My massive floating force of destruction. Alright, hey, there we go. The lair. So what I did there, you can often scout through a wall when you see a little bit of it, right? And then if that had been an exit, that would have provided us with a good way through already, because you can see on the mini map, you know, depending. We're actually going to pour it out right now because I need some potions. You might think, don't you have a ton of potions? Yeah, we need the potions. of stamina, though.
I've been researching this lengthy eclipse, and I believe it to be the work of claw vipers.
That's right, you know, the game, if you talk to the people in the town... Alright, how do we mass by this? There we go. Good, good, good. Ready to roll out. Oh, whoops, we're casting the thing there, and, you know, sure, for all that this class has all this cool stuff, the Fire Nova sure can clear a room, though. Alright, so what does this thing do? Oh, so it's sort of, it binds enemy souls together, so you hit the one and then they both take it. Type of thing. I mean, that seems kind of okay, but I feel like Goatman's just the way to go. We'll try it out for a little while longer. Hey! Level 2. What you do in these hallways is, if you don't have something piercing, is just eat your health potions while you tank. Hey, alright, level 3. Now there is a waypoint in level 2, and if I was going to play with other people on this character, and I would like want to rush them, this is a waypoint that's very important to get because it's mandatory for, for story progression. But since I don't care, it'll be alright. And if I play with somebody else, I'll make them run and play the game for real. Tradition is that you sort of... Whoops. You know, you play the first character, like, pretty straight, and you actually play the game. And then one person that you know just, like, has a sorceress, and then anytime you want to make a new character, you just rush it. Which is sad, because I actually think the game's fun. Don't ask me why. It's not like a good game, but it's so beautiful. It's just the best game. Look, no one is capable of thinking rationally about things that they love, right? It's like, no matter what, I'll always come back. As long as they, 25 years from now, release another class, I'll be right back. You know, no question about it. I'm ready to be heard again. Kick some urns. And like, what total madness, right? You're just gonna walk around and kick urns? You don't know what's in them. It would take like 3 urns, 4 max. And then you would hit an urn that was full. And then where would you be? I mean, you'd look foolish is what would happen. Like, it won't be this room, but that doesn't mean the room needs to not be cleared. You know, the thing about death beetles is, like, everybody hates lightning enchanted things, right? That's just the way it's always been. It's the way it's always going to be. And why? Because you feel like you can't do anything against them. And that's what they're there to teach you, you know. Is that sometimes... So, you should always lay a town portal here. Especially since we didn't grab the port. The waypoint. The poison does a bunch and lasts forever. Staff of Kings. Depending on your build, you totally can use it for a little bit. I'm not going to do it here, but I've done it before. Usually, though, it's the amulet that proves very tempting. And then, you know, just when you have it briefly, they take it right away. It's the way of the world, right? But there's our Staff of Kings, and now we need to go get the amulet head from the temple.
Greetings.
I said earlier that I had already gotten it. That wasn't true. I had thought about it, and then I... It's like, yeah, we're super impressive. I miss my goat men. Oh. Our dude got toasted by the, by the poison. Forgot about that. It's a lot of poison damage you get from that guy.
Good day.
We are perpetually broke from paying to resurrect old Fuzzle. Which I think, I like to think of as not as like resurrecting, but like rehiring, you know? Like every time they get beat up so bad, they're like, look, obviously you're like the coolest guy and I don't hold this against you at all. Hey, there we go, right to the Valley of the Snakes. You'll never guess what they keep here. Fire towers, principally. These are like the most annoying things in the game. You're probably not supposed to try to attack them. They never give you anything good. They've got a lot of hit points. They hurt like a bunch. I didn't prove it there, you know, but like, are we tanky at all? No, not technically. No, I put like a ruby in my armor. That counts. So these salamanders are quite dangerous units. They, snakes have this attack where they lunge forward. It's called charge. One could say they charge forward if one was so inclined. The paladins have it too, the player class. Although it doesn't look as cool as when the snakes do it. But it has a knockback effect, and depending on the context, you can get chained together by it. And it's many a hardcore character I've had die to these salamanders. Especially playing online back in the old times, because I'd want to have items to play with my friends and stuff, so I would need to play I'd play summoning necromancers because that was like what my computer, what my internet could do. The summons didn't slow it down too much, not in my opinion. Also, I like summoners. I'm like, how is this? Like, more music, please. Sounds are fine. Sounds remind me that I'm playing Diablo 2. They were smart to call it resurrected, not remastered, because, they really just bring it right back. Even this character feels like they brought it back. It's like, this always should have been here for us, right? So what if it's super unbalanced? Oh my goodness. Love that move. And even with all of that, we still went through, like, all of our stuff. Those, those enemies are quite an issue to deal with. We are just going to... I think we should put this one on the more inconvenient spot, and this one for here, because it slows him down, makes him take more damage, just better. Oh, hey there. LRC, but that's... Is that you, Renee? I think I recognize the... I'm looking at the little thing there. But hello. Yeah, hey, what's up? How are you? They released a new thing for this game, which is a, Hey, Skylight Vision, how are you? Which is a game I used to play, when it came out, which was 21 years ago when the expansion came out. This expansion came out, like, 2 days ago or something. I didn't know it was happening. Nobody knew it was happening. Only the people making it. And they didn't tell us. But I'm Warlock. I got a little goat man guy. A little Eldritch Demon Pact going on. I cast Fire Novas and the stuff. Oh, it's so good. I've been doing... Oh, well, I was okay, and then I wasn't, and now I'm okay again. But I've been, just going to work, playing a bunch of good games, and, Oh, no, not Fang the Skin. He's the worst kind of skin. Alright, we're gonna drop this on him here. Oh, wow. Alright. Might have to bail. No, we'll be alright. Fuzzle wins! Heroic Fuzzle! Alright, do I have enough for a Nova? Yeah, there we go. And another one. Guess we'll Nova another one. Need to pop this guy. Got poisoned. Not excellent, but... Amulet of Vault Viper, yes please. Say cool schools to make use of her. Oh no, well, I'm sorry to hear that. It can definitely be like that sometimes. You know, school's important and all, but I do not miss being in it, that is for sure. Whoops. Okay, obviously, you know, I'm not used to menuing. With the controller, but, you know, so the staff is, like, actually kind of cool. Is it as strong as the Volge? Yes, actually. We are going to use the staff for a brief time. You don't get to use it forever. We're gonna, you know, keep the Volge on the weapon swap as one does. But yeah, we'll, this is actually gonna be sweet. We're gonna run around and smash people with the floating Staff of Kings. Oh, how nice. Oh, yeah, sure. No, I mean, thank you. It's the second busiest day of the year in my profession. So I am gonna be getting just demolished constantly. That's alright. Why do we fall? You know, the Batman thing. Whatever.
Not in town. Good day. I have heard.
Like, when I have to talk to somebody, yeah. It's funny, like, there's no way to express how many times I've done this, and it's still, like, I'm so rusty. I'm like, wait, why am I trying to walk through the door? You gotta go talk to this guy, and then you talk to him, and then you can walk through the door. Oh boy. So horror archers are super dangerous. I cannot tell you how many times I've died to these fools. Just so many times. You'll open a door like this, and then, you know, even just like 4 of them can do a big volley. You get hit with the stun from getting hit, and then it's all over, baby blue. I'm not a particularly big fan of holidays in general, or specifically. My idea of a good day is one that I spend the same as all the other days. Like, I don't want to have to change the way that I'm living my life. That doesn't sound like a good day to me. Soundtrack's so good here. Eerie. Hey, I'm gonna get the Palace Cellar waypoint. I knew I would. Now here, of course, we know that opposite corner is gonna be where we go. Oh, wait. That's like opposite corner. No, it's adjacent corner. So the palace cellars and stuff, the internal layout can be slightly different, I think, but the way to go to the next place will always be rendered the same, right? You'll just pick a wall, you'll go right or left, and it'll be there. This guy is called Gut Shard. He's a big old punchy boy. We're gonna hit him with our staff. It's gonna work great because it's fast as well as powerful. It's got Stone Scanner, who would have popped him already. Pick up a bunch of potions. We've got these barrels to protect us from this archer core, which is very good because it would have been a huge problem. There's a bunch of them here. We could skip this room, but I'm dedicated to hitting them with my stick. It floats in the air, so you know it's good. So you're pretty tired? Me too, but you know, I got off work and got a new puppy recently. You know, my brother did, but since we live here, so did I a little bit. Although the main obligations don't fall on me, but you know, after work, spending some time with the little guy. Walking around in the backyard and trying to convince him not to gnaw on me, you know, that kind of thing. And this is Palace 3, which means portal in the center. So the Arcane Sanctuary is a fun place. There's no way to know which path is correct, but only one path is correct. There's 4 different styles. I usually just go with the style that like jives with my character best. Like there's one with teleporting, there's one with stairs and platforms. This is the stairs and platforms one. I think this is fine for us. I don't love the teleporting one in general. I usually avoid that one. I just don't think it's as interesting. Save that one for last. Stairs is fine. I think it goes pretty well with what we have here. Only thing is you got to remember to keep to a direction or you'll get a little bit lost if you're me. So, you know, just like anything else in life, right or left, you got to pick one and then keep on doing it. We've leveled up. We'll just pop this guy. Ghoul Lords are incredibly obnoxious. These guys do fireballs, but they life leech, and then like, so their magic attacks can like AoE, and they do life leeching. And if you don't know that, then you'll be like, how are they still alive? Alright, and then we've got this ward thing. See how long it lasts, and if it stuns people, you know, but... Oh, good night, Renee. It's good to see you. Later. Bash the Ghoul Lord down real quick. Spectres drain mana, which is the most annoying thing something can do. Because, like, ghosts are already physical resistant, right? So they're quite good at dealing with people popping them in the face with staffs. Or, you know, spears, what have you. I don't think this is right. It could be, though. We'll know very soon. Nope. You get a quest updated in your log notification if that is indeed what happens. We're just going to keep on taking strength. A little bit of dex, a little bit of vitality. The Hell Clan. Well, I have a goatman of my own. He says you guys are all chumps. Hiya! Hiya! You know, the, sweep attack ain't bad. Topaz. These chests never have... Well, you know, don't say never, but they very rarely have things that I would call, like, really good. But they often have, like, some stuff, and when you're playing early on, some stuff is a lot better than no stuff. We're just gonna pop in here real quick. Now, excellent, you have a Roderick staff. It's like 10 life is fine. It's not a ton. How much do I have right now? 170, you know. So it's plenty, but inventory space. I gotta spend my inventory on, you know, fulminating potions. Have I ever thrown one in this game? I might have tried to, like, once. And then we can just... Amazing. Amazing. Truly a revolution in playability for the game. And to a guy like, whoops, I'm like, so the point of taking the portal is that you go back to the center at the waypoint, because backtracking is pointless. And this is much faster. I mean, you could go around the other way. By long standard tradition, that is not what is done. Portals, blah. Portals are okay. Platforms are fine. I think actually the slow from this is incredibly punishing. That is, you know, it's probably even better than making them fighting each other. You know, we probably should have laid some fire novas down there. It's hard to say. We're definitely getting to that thing, though, where, you know, taking 1 point into all these skills is great, but, you know, if we had, like, a level 7 Nova or something, that would be pretty good, too. That's always my style. I can't help it. You know, until you find the one skill that you want to spend the rest of your time with. An old book, my favorite. An ethereal old book. That just makes it seem like even more wisdom can be found within. Laying the beat down. Man, this actually could be fun. We're just gonna ditch it. I mean, maybe not. Even the ethereal stuff loses a lot of value in the shop. But it's possible that with that amount of skills on there, it'll still be advantageous to have. Hey, that was like we almost took the wrong path. And here we go. Quest updated. Summoner. We're gonna back up a little bit. The Goatman never had a chance. You never had me. You never had your car, Goatman. Alright, we're gonna go back, get a little bit of money, resurrect Fuzzle, and get some potions, because without potions, one can do nothing. Hey, you know, totally worth. I gotta start picking up more trash if we're gonna be, like, almost out of money here, right?
Not in town.
We sold that whole book to bring Fuzzle back to life. Worth. Alright, we're just going to bounce out real quick and heal. This will also get our guys organized on the platform. This is an important strategy. This is a tactical retreat, barely a retreat at all, in my opinion. And there we melt. We do what has to be done. Get into position and drop a ton of fire novas. Look, I'm just saying, we did take 2 points into fire nova. Kind of the Magi. And here, a rare thing when you actually need to look at the quest log, the symbol of the true tomb of Tarasha will be the triangle. It is not predetermined. Codex, that's another word for book. So we're going to be able to get a nicer type of book. Tudomiasma chain, blah, well, you know. At least there's a new one that can drop. Class books and like class weapons and stuff tend to be less restricted in the amounts and qualities of skill gets. You can get like a lower level one, like a low level book that still has like level 18 skills on it, for example. And vice versa, you know, you could still get low level skills. Which, just because you can get something level 1 doesn't mean that a bunch of more levels in it won't be good. Like, if I suddenly had a whole bunch more, like, to my weapon passive, I'd be super happy about it. I just don't want to spend the points on it. Although I think maybe we should... Because if we respec these points out of Demon, figuring that we won't get Bind Demon for a while... That'd give us a couple more points. Because I don't think I like those other demons. And I definitely like Goatman. Goatman's a great summon. Oh, the Goatman. Crushers have so much HP. Against Duriel, it's going to be sketch, but I think our slow will actually work super well against them. The sigils are written on, like, these little things on the wall. There are many tombs of Tarasha. And just as there are 4 routes through the summoner, hey, here's the right one. You can't know without checking the quest log, but you can't get here without having the ability to check in your quest log. Let's put on a different hat. We just want to go to town real quick. Buy health potions. I mean, we can wait a little bit. Maybe. No, there are beetles in here. We can't really wait at all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let's not wait on the health potions.
Faith, I feel no pity for that would-be.
Hello.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. It's a lot of them. Fortunately, they're quite susceptible to knock back here. And now it's all lit up. Here we go. Of course, if we just make the circle and fight in it, then we'll be alright. Multi-shot is disgusting. It's like so much better than a lot of things. Crystal swords. I'm like, why did I usually pick this up? For money. Even though, again, gold doesn't matter. It only matters if you're like doing like a self-find type of thing like we are here. Which I'm not doing a strict self-find, and in fact, if I feel like just getting some money or like a cool item, I absolutely would, but I think probably we'll stick to the spirit of a new character, right? And not feed it a bunch of stuff, at least now. I mean, eventually. If we get to Nightmare and we don't have anything cool, I might take a look around and see if I have any items, you know, that in one of my mini collections. I'm just playing. There's definitely something in there for me. I think we're just gonna make the fight sigil here instead of the chains. I just feel like we're never using those, right? Oh no, 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 no. Alright, there we go. Yep. And we lose a ton of money. Fortunately, we got a portal down before we died. Got our stuff back. Crazy room. Could be worse too, but you know, big room. The Nova's really got her done though. Didn't even lose one of our guys. used a lot of resources, but hey, you know, that is what they're for. Like a mana potion? Well, why didn't you say so? Rise again, Goatman. Fighter of the gore belly. Champion of the sun. Warlords are... They can be the scariest things in the whole game, just depending on what mods they get. Because later on, you know, they teleport around. Their ability to lay down, like, healing magic that also is AoE denial, it's brutal stuff. But fortunately, this Unraveler is unraveled themselves.
Good day.
5 dex, 14 poison. I mean, like, not that desirable. We're keeping a Grand Charm of Frost in our inventory. Look, it's okay. Yeah, buying items. Definitely all about to get another level here. It'll put us at what, 19? No, 20. Man, yeah. A brisk clip. I did, you know, a fair amount of optional stuff. Low quality breastplate, that's too bad, you know. Missed the days when I thought I needed money in this game. I mean, like, you can use it for stuff, but you don't need it for too much. Throw a blade that teleports you to its impact. Here, this mirrored weapons is obviously what it's all about eventually, but that is far away. I kinda love it. That little move, that's a nice little move. Whoops. You know, we could have healed him. Whoops. I was like trying to find the health potion and drink every potion on the way down. Most of Diablo 2 is frantically drinking potions. Perfection. Oh no. Oh, it's not a door. Oh, it's not a door. Oh, over here. Somehow getting out of here alive? Somehow getting out of here alive. Time to go and buy more potions. Which we'll need, because we're about to be fighting Duriel anyway.
I can't do that here.
And then we're going to lose this awesome staff, which has been doing so well for us. Trying to see if anything good's here. Sometimes you can find a magic item that's quite attractive for a build for a pretty affordable price. And then lots of times it's all garbage all the way down. You know, you never know what you'll get, right?
Welcome to my shop. Not in town.
We're just gonna spend them all in vitality, because why not? But this, I think, is the final room where we'll need to get new stuff. These dang old scarabs, man. No, it was not the final room, in fact. Queen. Here we go. Wait. Really? It's pretty funny. They,
I can't carry anymore. I can't carry anymore.
Goodbye, staff. I loved you well. And what happens here is pretty sweet. You know, Indiana Jones it catches the light and then it zaps a hole in the wall. Hooray. Back to the Voljo fire. Now we're going to leave a portal here. This is a very important portal because depending on how Duriel goes, we're going to be dying like a lot. Just an inspiring amount of death. And accordingly, 5 resist all gem at level 12. It's kind of an okay gem. I feel it's 9 to be better. Still not that good. Alright, so it is time. Time for Duriel. This, back in the day, the motion of going into this room used to make my computer slow down so much, and then I would often wake up and Duriel would have already killed me, right? But we've got the slow on him. And that's what happens when you get the slow off for a bit, but you know.
I can't do that here. Good evening.
Blessings to you.
There's nothing the right potion can't cure.
It's true. And the thawing potion will help us against his aura, which is so debilitating. Oh no, I didn't. I thought I put one down, but That's rough. That's super, super rough. I thought I'd put one down. That's crazy. Like, didn't I? Didn't I put one down and say, like, this is super important, you always gotta do this because Duriel will kill you? I don't... Talk about a heartbreak, man. This is like the most shameful run in the whole world. That'll be alright. I mean, after all, we did clear it. We might have run by a couple of guys, but in the main, we did a nice, honest smashing of everything, so... Get just deleted again. Hey, but at least this time the portal's there. Seven more, well that's alright. I can't see where my bones are. I'm so bad at this game. I don't know how we're gonna beat him, right? This is to my mind the classic Duriel experience. And why no matter how much I know about Diablo, I don't think I'm a good Diablo player. Because I, to this day, have no ability to beat most of the bosses in the game without running into them and dying repeatedly. Just so many times in a row. But we're probably going to run out of money to resurrect him soon, because it pulls money out of your stash to throw it on the ground. But, you know, maybe I'm too weak to beat Duriel. It wouldn't be the first time. I've definitely, like, quit characters in disgust before because they can't beat Duriel. I'm so bad at this game. But you know, Duriel's tough. I literally don't know how a player is expected to fight Duriel and not die. He is the biggest roadblock in hardcore. And then Diablo and then Bale. They're all like incredibly hard to beat in my opinion. Maybe I'm just playing the game wrong and always have. But I mean, you can get a ton of money and, you know, have a cool bunch of items and stuff. But unless you have like a cartoonish amount of money that you spend on stuff, you're still gonna get killed by Duriel, right? Like, are people out here just like killing Duriel with barbarians? Five scrolls left. You know, we're gradually chipping him down. Which, in like the overarching thing of the game, does make sense, right? Like, we are dying, we are coming back to life. And Duriel, like, how would he be healing? You know, that doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have the ability to heal. Anyway. And this is like, maybe I should like watch a video on how to play Diablo, right?
It is an honor to serve you.
I do. The important thing here is we're gonna run out of money for potions and or Scrolls of Town Portal before very long. We already cannot afford to resurrect our guy. Like, look how slow you swing. How are we supposed to do anything against this? Totally ridiculous. Anyway. Our stuff's gonna break before too long. You know, there's no kind of way to run an outfit, but you know, this is how I play Diablo 2, right? and I literally don't know what else to do. Like, do you just level up like 10 more levels? I still don't think I can beat Duriel. Like, they don't drop gear good enough to beat Duriel here. And even if they did, you can't swing at them. I don't get it. Maybe, you know, if I played with more people. If I played with like 5 people, Duriel always seems fine. Because if somebody dies, you know, they just run back in. And it's fine. But like, it's a good thing he doesn't heal when we're not around, right? Oh yeah, I guess we just keep on doing this. This feels super annoying and very dumb, but it is the only way. The only way to achieve victory. We're probably gonna run out of money though. I'm like, wait, we gotta spend this money on scrolls. I don't know how many times I've died to Duriel. I may have died to Duriel more than anything else in this whole game. And you don't run Duriel but one time a run, you know, one time per difficulty. But, you know, every time I run, I feel like I'm gonna die, maybe, you know, 20 or 30 or 50 times to Duriel. Every time. Somebody out there has to just be winning it, right? But I don't know how to do it. The thing about all the bosses in Diablo is they all seem so fast, or they slow you down so much in the case of Duriel, that I don't see how you could ever not be hit by their abilities, right? Like, unless you can teleport, which I can't. I mean, we have the teleport thing, but, like, that doesn't work. Because it messed up my casting too, so everything is just like the worst. Anyway. I think this shield is actually the only thing that's letting us get a little bit of damage on him. But we'll be able to do it. He goes in, and bosses like just shred summons, right? I don't know the exact number. They do significantly more than nothing to them, right? But we might be able to... I'm like, no, we're not going to be able to do anything. Because as soon as he closes the distance, he has the Holy Freeze aura, and then you can't do anything, you know? Can't run, can't stop, can't do anything but die. Can't cast. It's alright. We're getting there. This totally ridiculous, like, how did I ever beat this game on hardcore? Like, No, I know how. You way over level it and you run a Skelemancer and you run in and out of the town portal inside of the chamber rather than up here, you know, and panic. Because, you know, if he was hitting someone who could, you know, live through it, then that would give me time to, you know, open up for a few seconds. But if he ever closes the distance, then, you know, you don't have the speed for it. And, of course, you don't have the throughput. He's a really tough boss. If he was the last boss of the game, I would think he was too hard, and they put him in Act 2. No, Bale's the same. You'll see a very poor performance from me on every boss ever in this game. And then you'll see me with all the best gear in the whole game just casually exploding through everything. And you'll think, where did that come from? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I mean, if you have the best gear in the game, anyone can do it. There we go. So I don't know how many times that was... I don't know how many times we died there, and it doesn't matter. We won. All the drops suck. No need to even identify them. That's the other thing about Duriel. All of his drops are bad. They're all bad. No matter what, they're always bad. You have to go through so much to get to them.
Destruction will not elude me forever. The arcane.
Hello.
They're like, this is terrible news. The Archangel's gonna ruin everything. And I'm like, I literally don't care. We run over here.
You have done very... Please state your business.
Yeah, that's how to beat Duriel. I don't know how you're supposed to do it, but I can always do it. Because if you buy enough Scrolls of Town Portal, you can beat any boss in this game, except the Ancients. They reset if you lose.
My companion in the night cold air. Greetings. Welcome to
Yeah, here we are. In Kurast. We left our bones somewhere else. It doesn't matter, they'll show up here eventually.
not in town.
But, yeah, there we go. We did it. Act 3. You know, Act 3 is nobody's favorite act. It's very cool, and everybody loves to fight Mephisto, right? And there's actually a lot of parts of Act 3 that people do like. But there are some annoying enemies here. Some super winding roads to go down, and, well, I look forward to it. We'll have to do that on a different day. We haven't gotten any new things to add to the Chronicle. which is too bad. And we don't have any of our gear on because it's with our bones. But there we have it. Level 20 and Act 3. I think we'll probably be, what, 25 or 26 by the time we get out of it, maybe? Probably not that far, right? Hard to say. Oh, excuse me. But anyway, that's me playing Diablo. Don't let the level 91 over there fool you. I'm so bad at this game. No, I just don't know how to beat Duriel. When you give me more tools, I can do more things, but I just don't know how to beat Duriel, is I guess what it comes down to. Anyway. Thanks for putting up through the grind. That's, you know, that is a strategy that'll work for anyone. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you've enjoyed, and maybe I'll see you guys in a stream or video. Good night, Renee. Good night, Skylight Vision.